right. We fell off a little bit last week, just because work's been a little bit busy. But we're gonna start it strong. Do this while I'm working, and let's just get a couple chapters in. I might do this for 2 hours. We'll see how much time I can dedicate to this. But yeah, we're starting with chapter 6. And there's definitely some graphic content. So I've got the little warning label up there. I'll be in the chats if you want to talk. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me jump in here and get started. We'll get started with chapter 6, and hopefully I'll get it through the next couple weeks. But here we go. Enjoy the audiobook, you guys.
Chapter 6. Despite her hunger and the inviting smell of the roast, Rebecca's appetite was absent. Sitting at the vanity, which looked worthless with the mirror gone, she reviewed her homework. She had read over the last question a handful of times, but her attention retreated deeper into the caverns of her thought. Tapping her pen on the notebook with her head slumped into her hand, she listened to Yellow Card over the radio. She zoned in on the peeling black polish of her nails, unmoving and unmotivated. Something in what Mrs. Harrity had said pricked at her, dragging her thoughts down as if a weight were attached to them. It was all she could focus on.
It all begins here, if you're willing to face what scares you the most and overcome it,
she had said. Rebecca wasn't afraid, though. She was curious. She sought the visits from her sister, and on the nights when none came, she woke with an emptiness inside her. Perhaps she was afraid. Afraid the dreams would end, and her connection to her sister, if there was such a thing, would cease. Then what? What would she have left? Her dad knocked on the door, gently easing it open. "Rebecca, dinner's ready."
Okay,
she responded. Walking away, he left the door open. He was trying, she knew that. But a spiteful voice inside her insisted his efforts were too little, too late. His tone was softer, and he approached her with more sympathy. But his prior disregard for her still lingered. So, she reserved a measure of anger toward him. Tossing her pen aside, she pushed the chair back from under the desk, the feet scraping against the hardwood floor. As she made her way down the stairs, she paused, as she normally did, near the family photos hanging on the wall and adorning the entryway table. She admired those of her sister, and, as usual, her heart sank a little lower in her chest. She continued to the kitchen where her mother was setting a crock pot in the center of the table. Plates were placed at the respective chairs, ornamented with food. Her parents took their usual seats at each end of the table, while Rebecca sat on the side closest to her mother. They joined hands for their routine prayer, but Rebecca kept her eyes open in mild defiance of the gesture. She remained quiet, however. The sounds of utensils clinking against the dinner